Hi, my name is Milene Pinheiro. I'm the Dominican. I'm the Dominican. No, I'm the Dominican naturalist, so I'm Dominican Puerto Rican. I made this page to share all of my knowledge as I learn and about nature, about herbs, about medicinal purposes. But currently this video is not any of that. Instead, it's a makeup journey video because I'm getting married. I'm not wearing my stuff right now due to the fact that I'm inside my house and I was just cooking, so we take things off. The biggest thing that I need to work on is doing my makeup and not making myself look older, because I do that. I'll put on makeup and I look older, which is weird because I'm like 30 and I genuinely think I have a youthful face, but the makeup, I don't know why. So I have discoloration, uneven tone. I'm not too pressed about it. Sometimes I get a little bit, weird about my rosacea. La rosacea aquí, mira. I do get red. Also, it's probably red because I did use facial cleanser. The facial cleanser that I used this morning, recently, right before making this video, is the Undefined Beauty. It's R&R cleanser. It's a gel netto yet. I did ask Google what that was. It did not answer. And the symbols on the back are crooked. Look, they're crooked. But that says detoxifying and brightening. Why, you may ask? Because it has aloe and niacinamide and green tea. More acids. And I say more acids because my moisturizer has hyaluronic acid. I'm probably saying that wrong. Hyaluronic blue. Apparently this is good for your pores. You know what's good for your pores? Not messing with your face. Actually, green tea. Tea tree oil is actually really good as a natural skin toner, by the way, if you guys ever try that. It also gets rid of my blemishes anytime I have one, which isn't often, but I do get them. I just put green tea. Man, I will be making tea. Look, I'm pushing this button right here on my KitchenAid. We're currently inside of my apothecary business. And I'm gonna make some tea because I need it because I'm sick. I'm on leave right now for mental health reasons, and I decided the best thing to do this morning was continue on my makeup journey, make myself feel pretty, take care of myself and not deal with the bullshit. So while the water's bubbling, I have my own blends that I would like to make most of the time, but today I'm just gonna brew some regular tea. This is my apothecary cabinet. It's full of herbs. I farted, but there's no one here to smell it but me, so you guys lucked out. We're gonna do a mix of green tea kombucha. We're gonna add some elderberry. And we're gonna add chamomile, vanilla, and manuka honey for flavors. I do like combining all my teas that are pre-made to make new flavors. I do love herbal teas. Passion flower right now for that gabba, yo. But we're gonna do that just so I can have something to drink while I talk for most likely an hour or two. You guys definitely feel free to fast forward through anything because I don't edit. I don't have time to edit. I don't need to edit. I feel like having slower paced videos is better for the brain. I'm not trying to feed too much dopamine into you guys. Excitement. Yeah, we're gonna not worry too much about it. So I've already applied the R&R cleanser. I already added the moisturizer, and I'm currently going to add the herbs. Where is my yabba? Oh, there it is. So I do add the Yerba Mate Wake Up Gel, has some caffeine in it and stuff from Good Molecules. Also scored very well in the Yucca app. Guys, if you love your skin, use Yucca. We don't need any endocrine disruptors because companies decided that they need to get cheaper and save more money, capitalism. But we don't have to sacrifice ourselves because our dollar is our vote. Politically, you guys, have been political, por favor. This actually sometimes takes a while to be absorbed into my eyes, but the feeling is great. And sometimes I put it here on my wrinkles. On my dehydration, used to be a smoker, wrinkles. Quit smoking. I stopped smoking everything, actually. I stopped doing all extracurricular activities. This is Burt's Bees with peppermint and vitamin E. Once that gets less tacky, I'm actually going to put it under my eyes. There will be a lot of fumes in your eyes if you do it with this. Please don't if you're not comfortable, but it doesn't hurt. But I try to fill in these creases. I also try to fill in my pores with it. And honestly, the vitamin E I feel like is helping. It is not, we don't know, but my pores are smaller. That tea tree oil treatment whenever I see a blemish, if you ever want to decrease it, you can try diluting it. I don't actually dilute it. I just put it directly on wherever and it seems to help. But I've been doing it as also a natural skin toner again. We're gonna add this right here. What's up, girl? We're gonna add it to those fine lines. Fill it up. Fill them up. Maybe right here, where my pores are. My skin's like, what are you doing? It really wakes you up. I guess we could just sit and wait. Am I recording? I am. I did this for like 15 minutes and realized that I didn't hit record, and that was great. It was a good time. Alright, again, I'm sick. Not only physically, which I think happened because of the amount of stress that I've been under. So just weakened that immune system. Sephora gave me some more niacinamide, which is another acidic thing that helps refine your pores, apparently. I think tea tree for that. But this is I haven't used it. It's a Paula's Choice Pro Retinolahide Dual Retinoid Treatment as well. I might use that for my wedding, actually closer to the reception. They gave me some Lineage, which is the same brand that I use for my hydration. It's working really well so far. It looks balanced, not oily. Good girl. But this is a bouncy and firm sleeping mask. I might apply this tonight. I'll let you know how I feel if I remember that I said that. I don't know how you YouTubers do this. It's a lot of work, and I commend you guys for it, honestly, for taking the time to share your lives and knowledge. So, I'm going to start with my foundation. Some people start with their concealer. And or foundation first. I actually typically start with my concealer, and then when I did this with my friend, she's like, why are you doing that first? I'm like, I didn't know I wasn't allowed to. But I'm apparently supposed to do it backwards in my head. I don't actually know why. I don't think it actually matters. But I'm starting with actually the concealer because I said foundation. This Kosas, it scored all again. These are all scoring really well on Yucca, you guys. All greens, except for the Elf. That was yellow because it has a phenolxanthanol. which is an endocrine disruptor. So I can't have it all. This Kosas Illusion, it is in the shade, not available to me to read, actually. I thought I had it. It was like light peach. It had peach in it. It had peach undertones. So as an artist, which I am an artist, here's a painting I made. Yeah, I did that. Okay. I do understand some color theory. Peach against the greens and, you know, orange, green. I'm gonna add some here because this is the darkest part of my eyes. I see some people putting it up here, but I'm gonna do that with my actual concealer. Elf sponges. I like sponges. They make me feel cute. They're also really comfortable and I don't feel like I'm dry brushing my skin, which is good for exfoliation and lymphatic drainage. You can tell that I was a bio student. I don't want to do pre-med anymore. So I'm like a college dropout. No, I got my associates, I guess, in science. But I don't want to do pre-med because doctors really just study disease. And I am fascinated with health. And so I think doctors are important if you're actually sick and need to figure out what's wrong with you. And how you can avoid that mistake later by taking care of your body with what we put in it. So I do study more herbs and naturopathic medicine on my free time. I like to forage. How does that look, you guys? I look super tired if I go like this. Look at those bags. It's called tears. We're all beautiful. I'm gonna put some up here because those are purpley too. I kind of want to reduce the amount that goes on this part of the cheekbone and just keep it in the crease because the crease is the darkest spot. There's no need to lighten up something that's facing the sun more. That crease is a shallow trench where all the war gets caught. If this was supposed to be making you happy, I'm sorry. I'm dark. You know, I didn't really do much for that eye, but that's fine. And good job, Kosas. Light peach again. I do like the way that looks on my skin. It does brighten it up. And then House Labs, because Lady Gaga, she scores very high. I like her stuff right now. It's a Triclone Skin Tech Concealer Correctioner in the light medium neutral shade. I have like olivey skin or something. So I will put some more here. And this is where like I see people just like put some right there. It's supposed to like do some lifting. I don't think I need that, but I'm gonna do it anyways because monkey see, monkey do. What's up? Look, by the way, it's exhausting having to talk continuously on this thing, but if you're still watching, it kind of makes sense. Why? I might add music to it, or it could just be some nice ASMR. Yes. All right. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not using any specific lighting. I'm literally using the window that's directly in front of me to do this. I feel like natural light makes sense. This makeup's probably gonna look best in the PMs, Ooh, I should get that random eye palette that I gave my kiddo. It has more colors. If you guys watched my snippet, you would know that I have no idea where this came from. It says I love cause, but it has lots of colors. I can't actually rate this on the Yuka app as it doesn't have a barcode. But I did buy this e.l.f. palette because these are the colors that I typically like to think I wear or have as a natural skin tone. I don't like that it's super shiny because it's shiny. For me, I like matte things. But this palette of Rainbowness does have more matte colors, so I'll be using that too. I have to fart again. Did it. Best day ever. It smells horrible. There's no script here, you guys. Sorry. I'm really sorry. My lips are feeling more rejuvenated and my skin is less tacky from the Good Molecules Wake Up Gel. I guess you're supposed to put it on at night too. I'm going to keep trying to pat some in my eyelid. I think when I'm ready to do my eyeshadow, I might add some more concealer to make it more pigmented. Because my skin itself probably doesn't like absorbing it. See that? I keep slouching because there's like a small mirror directly in front of me that is not as tall. Look at these eye boogers, you guys. I did not do a good job cleaning my eyes. Whatever. Alright, so once we did that, we added some of the concealer to those spots. I could probably, take some of that concealer and add it to my redder spots. Nah. Alright. We are going to take the House Labs. Again, good job, Lady Gaga, scoring well everywhere. In the Tricolor Skin Tech Foundation in 175 Light Neutral. The lady at Sephora gave me some tips, and she told me to put the stuff on my hand first. It's better to apply. And that makes sense. It's kind of like a little palette. I'm gonna make a palette, a makeup palette. I'm gonna print one on my 3D printer. That's a really good idea. Watch me forget. If I don't, you'll see it in the next video if I have one. But I did make this. Look at the ADHD happening. I'm gonna share. I printed this makeup box to organize the makeup that I have. I ran out of filament here. Different whites, but honestly it kind of looks cool, so I ain't mad. Alright, start this again. We use a Bamboo Labs 3D printer if anyone's interested in that. I don't know if you have any tech people that do makeup. I don't know. I'm a bio nerd plant enthusiast who is now on her own plant journey. Makeup journey. Doody. Her makeup makes me feel good. It does not feel too heavy. Let me know if I'm actually doing this correctly. I don't mind being told, hey, try it this way. I think it's weird when people get offended because you're giving them information. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Please provide your evidence and theories and logic along with your reasoning, but you know, it's kind of fascinating knowing how people think and what they're thinking, how they come up to their conclusions. And you get a real sense of the person, rather than just like knowing their favorite color or something. So yeah, just let me know if I'm functioning properly. I have ASD, so we're people that make statements instead of communicate, like normal, neurotypical. I'm not gonna say normal, I'm just gonna say neurotypical people. But we make statements when we communicate with each other. We don't really ask questions because a lot of the times you're gonna tell us the information anyways, so why bother? It's not that we're not interested. The fact that we're even listening lets you know that we're super interested in what you have to say, because you decided that it was important enough to talk about. So please, when you meet someone with ASD, just start yapping and they're gonna listen. And if they don't, they're not interested. They will literally walk away or tell you, hey, I don't want to do this right now. And don't be offended, because they're not offended. They just are different. We are just different. There are different levels of ASD, different ways to represent the community. And, you know, we love you guys. We love our neurotypical fellows. Just be gentle. Big reason why I'm not at work right now is because of how not gentle the world can be, because of the lack of understanding for neurotypical people, or I'm sorry, neurodivergent people. It's okay. I'm gonna say that for myself. She provides really good coverage, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but it's really nice. It's really nice. Okay, espérate. If at any point I randomly speak Spanish in here, it's because I speak Spanish and it's my native tongue. I do have a Fu Manchu. Look at that. In the 7th grade, I had gotten fed up with how many people commented on my mustache that grows. I don't have like BSEOS or anything, but I do have darker peach fuzz. And I used to wax it because I was embarrassed. Because I had a traditional view of how people needed to present themselves, as most people who are in the 7th grade have issues with their bodies. I'm assuming hormones, yada yada. But I have a mustache, and I might wax it. I'm afraid to, because what if it comes darker? Myth or unmyth? That scares me. That's going well. It's light to medium. It's not super red face. I guess the issue I have with foundation is that I lose my freckles. I have freckles, you guys, and I don't get to see them whenever I put foundation on. I didn't even put that much. No le puse mucho. But they're gone. Me. We have no shame here for our bodily functions in our confinement. I think I should put on. I think my cats are being. I have 3 cats. I think they're being extra particular. If I'm not looking at this camera, I'm sorry. I don't understand why these come with giant fat brushes. Probably should have put my hair up. Let me do that real quick. That is, by the way, a Say bronzer, like liquid or cream bronzer. I don't know. I have longer-ish medium to length hair, And we're gonna put this all the way up to get my little bangs out of the way. Come all the way up. So, this is the Say Dew Bronze in the colors and shades Sand. I put it on my forehead because that's dark. It has a more like a graying effect, which I like. I don't like the more orangey vibe on me because that's not where my skin tone should be. Some people have more of that and I don't. I think it's because I'm green. I see people go right here under their cheek. They're uneven. I'm gonna have uneven cheekbones. And then right here to get rid of that double chin. I think. To get that nose contour because I erased it. We're gonna get it here. The shade is really close to the tan version of me when the sun hits me at the park. I work at a park again, you guys. This is fun. I do like painting on my face. Things. Essentially, I'm going where all the deep crevices are. So if I was drawing a picture, or painting a portrait, I would have to add these. So I'm essentially just coloring myself. And I really do want to add some down here because that is a naturally darker place. I guess I could do it with like a different, I can do it with the eyeshadow. Alright, so I did that, and I'm going to use this makeup brush or blender by e.l.f. It doesn't matter, I feel like they're all the same. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I am and you're offended. Or shouldn't be. Alright, espera. Le puse mucho en esa esquina, coño. Oh my god, I put too much. That's okay, we'll fix it. We're just gonna spread you out and add you to different places. Look at my baby hairs. I was blessed with Dominican hair, so when it's dry, it gets really straight, and when it's wet and moisturized, I have nice, beautiful curls. So I used to be really upset at that. But now I know that if I want to wear curly hair, I just need to wet it. And if I want straighter hair, I just need to deprive myself of moisture. Is that working, you guys? Is that looking good? Do I look fabulous? Do I look the fabulous? Espérate. I'm going to use this little corner piece to get in here. And up here. Bring the color up back into my creases. Paint it. This brush or blender tool is gonna have to get washed. I just added some mucus to it from my nose. Putting it under my creases, right here, the shadier parts. Because for some reason when we add foundations, we take a lot of definition off of our face because our face doesn't get hit by sunlight all at once in the same direction. So we have natural contours. So we have to add them back in because apparently we weren't happy with the way they looked the first time. This is fun. All right. I'm gonna add some blush because my rosacea wasn't enough. I do want some. Say again, the color is Cutie. Alright, so we're gonna add some right here. Yes, girls. Right, ew, that's gonna be a thicker. I like the snow look where I have like redness on my nose. Alright, and I'm going to blend that in with this one. I've specifically, we're doing everything kind of natural always. We're just trying to see if this looks good for the camera, just to even out my skin tone for pictures, to give me photo finishes. In person, I don't understand why they look slightly different. I do like that this color I have to for it again, is like a muted and it's not overly pink for me. Everyone has different shades of skin and different shades of pink look best on them. I have a cute little sun-kissed look now, or that I have a cold. It doesn't matter. Each season has a look, right? We're in winter. Where's the sun? Nowhere. I have frostbite. It's beautiful. I think I want to add, those are like really all the creamy things that I have going on here, but I do want to add the concealer onto my eye and then set it real quick. So let me get the brushes in check first. I purchased like this Sonia, I don't really know how to pronounce her name, Sonia Kasha brushes from Target. They each have like these cool containers that help them not get gross, I'm assuming. So we're gonna organize it here on my green piece of paper that you guys can see. That way I can just have easy access to them. Should have done this honestly before I started the filming procedure, but who cares? I have other little brushes, but Target's been my friend for this, you guys. I probably will keep this makeup for like 10 years. What's the expiration date? It doesn't matter, because the chemicals are good. And I keep everything clean and in the bathroom where all the germs are. There's that. So we have our brushes. I think I'm going to use this as this one that will be setting. This one is a medium shadow brush. And it's now my concealer setting brush. Now I did go in there and I don't want it to be cakey, so I'm gonna go back into the spots that have more darkness, which is, let me point to it with here. This little spot here is casting a shadow, and this spot right here is casting a shadow. I don't want to put anything here or above it because it'll cast a shadow again. I just want to brighten up those spots, and it's gonna need a more precise brush. Now I already went in with the concealer, so I'm going to, or with the correct, like the peach tone one. So I'm gonna go in with this and put it only on the shadowy parts. It's going to be brighter, and the setting that I have for this is lighter. I feel like this is science, right? Light trick magic. That helped a lot. So I'm gonna use this also on my eyelid. So we're gonna create a whole new look of eye makeup, right? Alright, so we have the concealer on that. Just be gentle with your eyes, you guys. Someone said at the internet that they didn't like using a brush with Lady Gaga's house stuff. I don't understand. I tried to do the pat thing and it just doesn't feel right to put a brush against my eyeball. It feels more natural to add something closer to a finger. Because I want that to be brighter, I'm using this Revlon Color Stay translucent stuff, but really I've gotten this Charlotte Tilbury, I don't know how to pronounce it, Tilbury, and that's what I'm going to use on the whole face. But for realsies, I'm going to use the very light one in that one spot and blend it in. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury on my eyes real quick to set it so I don't get those weird creases that I've always gotten. Hold on. I've watched enough YouTube now to somewhat know the lingo. Alright, so apparently her powder is very fine. Honestly, it's already brighter than my natural skin color and the foundation, so I might just use this on the underside too. Or just stopping the weird creases from forming. I've already added the chapstick under my eyes to also help. Alright, we're going to use this smaller brush. That didn't do One's a lot brighter than the other, so I figured I can add the super bright stuff onto my eyelid and pretend that it is light. Alright, I'm going to add the Charlotte Tilbury. I honestly think I'm gonna have to get something bigger than the sample size. So far I really like it. And I don't know what's in this. I can't scan it because it's really old. But as I said, it's a translucent powder. I'm gonna use my kabuki brush. I love saying kabuki. I just learned what it was. To add the powder. I like doing this. I don't really look at the camera often, you guys. I'm sorry for that. We're learning here. My daughter keeps telling me when I do my makeup, the lips are last. Has a spicy smell to it, like turmeric does. And now we're no longer shiny. I would like that airbrush look, you guys. It's working. I actually don't know how to do this properly, if I'm adding too much, or if it's just like enough to take the shiny parts off, which I think is what it is, but like at the same time, does it stay all in one spot? It doesn't look like it does. But like, it does right there. So like, it definitely stayed in that one spot. So how do I make it not cakey? You add more. I get it. It's Patchy. Patchy the Pirate. We're 90s kids. And I do like Nickelodeon. It's everywhere now. I hear people baking this on, which means letting it sit mix with oils and then brush the excess away. I don't know what that means. I think I'm gonna use this little brush again because I might be adding too much. See, it just stays in one spot, so I have to like, there's a lot, this is not enough for sample, you guys. I'm just gonna let it sit for a minute. It'll look really glowy. And then we'll wipe some off. Guess what, that's baking. Oh, what is that? What is that? is no longer white, you guys. This used to be white. I don't shave my peach fuzz, and I'm okay with it. Skin is looking flawless. On the camera probably is in person. I feel like I'm wearing makeup. Ooh, do, do, do. I'm not really good at this stuff, you guys. I'm giving you all my secrets. I guess now we're gonna do the eyeshadow because I don't want to pause the video and then go back. And remember, we have that awkward palette that doesn't really have, there is some, there we go. Alright, we want natural look. So naturally, this is gonna create shadow. This is bright right there. And we're gonna go with the smoky eye look. Smoky eye look. I don't know what different revenge looks are, but you can have those if I'm not doing those. Alright, I really like that. Let's start with the transition color, which is gonna be this orangey looking thing. Oh, look at that. I got it somewhere where I was supposed to. We're gonna pat it. Oh, I have gas. Probably have to poop with this much gas. I don't feel like I added much to that side. You guys rub or pat your eyeshadow brushes onto the eyeshadow palette. I definitely put way more on that one than I should have. Let's balance it out. Alright, I put a whole color on for a reason, because it's gonna be a transitional color. It's not gonna be a main color. It's just gonna be there to help facilitate smooth transitions. I'm gonna add some under my eye. This is slightly shimmery, you guys, but not highly shimmery, which I like. We do like that. Why do I always make that face? It doesn't really do anything. It was like a natural response to putting on makeup, I guess. In the spirit of not making my eyes worse, we're gonna try to stay facially neutral. Alright, my tea probably is done brewing. It's super strong. Oh, yeah. It's really good. Okay. Did that. And now I'm going to add a darker shade in the creases. I kind of want to work on my lip first. Feel free again to fast forward through any of this. I like this berry a little bit. So the orangey color that I used was this one. It kind of looks like copper actually. So I'm gonna call it copper. And I'm gonna go for now this brighter shade right here, maybe for the highlighting on my nose. And then add a little bit more highlighting on my nose with the light shade right here. It's not really this white one, but like very nice ivory. We're just trying to recreate my face with shimmer and glow, even though I want matte, but that would be boring. Yeah, I think that was a good call, very subtle, but there. Flip the brush around to use the other side here. Why I love using that transitional shade. It's gonna make it so I don't have to blend as much. I do a final dusting at the end of the makeup look. I like that. We're gonna add it to the creases right here. Oh, look at that, it's already really shiny. What if I add some here to like reflect? I could. I would. I should. I might. Let's do it last though. I can always correct it. Okay. I'm going to add darkness. Where's the darkness? This is a shade darker right here, which I like. But I'm gonna go to this one. It's more chocolate. This is like a cherry chocolate. It has a little bit more red into it. And then I'm gonna go into this one, and then finish with this one. We don't know what shades these are, because it doesn't tell me. I use that little black as a powder eyeshadow. Alright. We're tapping it, because a lot of times I get this weird feathery dusty stuff right on it. Okay, so I'm gonna poke it right here. I'm gonna close my eye on it and then follow this crease like this. Don't ask me why I do this. It feels good most likely. Is it correct? I don't know. Look, I don't think I added much color here. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side and then just add a darker shade. It's not bad. It's not bad. Maybe I'll bring it closer here because it's so much lighter. And we want to decrease the darkness or increase the darkness as I leave to the outer bank of my eye. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. It feels really good. Alright, so let's go with a darker shade. That chocolatey brown. Okay, that's definitely working better. We're doing subtle changes here, okay? We're painting. Maybe if I use my other hand, I can replicate them. Yes. But not really. Sometimes my boyfriend tells me after I do my makeup and I take my hair down and I do this, he gets a little bit stiff. I'm sorry if I said something to offend you. Why do I apologize so much? Stop it. You're fine. I think I might add some to the darker needed areas on my eye right here because that's normal. It is not supposed to be scary right down there. I'm not trying to look like a completely different. I got eyeshadow in my eye. I'm not trying to look like a completely different person. I'm just trying to be more put together, I guess, for the sake of my health. There's definitely eyeshadow in my eye. It's very uncomfortable. My eyes slightly seem yellow. I need water. Get the tea, girl. Get the tea. You guys are the viewers and I'm not staring at you more because I'm focusing. Why does it look like there's like a dot here? Like a missing dot of color. Oh, actually, that was the right color, so I should probably just boop. There we go. That was better. Let's go in with a darker shade. We're going with the e.l.f. one right here. It's pretty chocolatey. Ooh, darkness. How do I like that? I like that a lot. I don't want to go up because my eyes go down right here. So I just want to go out for my eyes. You guys will figure out what works best for your eyes. I don't think it's necessarily bad or good to create different looks, but I am definitely trying to stay closer to the natural contours of my face, natural direction, because we're all very pretty, but not all the same makeup looks look good on us. So find out and play with your face to see what works for you. I really have to poop, like, oh, let's bring this in, because I added too much to that side. There's a booger coming down here. Do you see that moisture? We might have to come back. Please fast forward this if you can. Oh. Look, girl, just go poop. Just go poop. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and someone's in there trying to use the bathroom. And it gets really quiet. And you're just like, maybe I have to take the first plunge. And then you do, and then everyone's shitting together. That's what you have to do, because who cares? Okay, that definitely was better. Oops. Too much darkness. There we go. I can brighten it up later. Alright, I really have to use the restroom. I'm pausing this. Alright, I'm back. Oh, I feel like a load has been lifted off. I'm done. I'm not good at these dad jokes. Why are they called dad jokes? Can't they be mom jokes? What are mom jokes? I guess moms are darker, right? Not as lighthearted. We're freaking stressed. I have a 6-year-old. She's awesome, and definitely mine. But we try to keep her. I'm using 2 different mirrors, a forward one and a foreground one. This is gonna help me see what actually is going on and shape my eyes accordingly. There's always what I think like a very awkward bright line right here that I don't see on my other eye. I could be wrong. Oh, it's a vein. I have a vein. Looking good. So I do want this to come out more down, because I was doing that thing where it wanted to go up, and up is nice and all, but I'm not trying to change the orientation of my face. Alright, now we're going to go in a darker shade even more, but this time instead of using this supposedly precision concealer brush, I'm actually going to use this angled brow and spoolie brush. It works really well to like put the eyeshadow directly in the angles that I want it to. I'm gonna go in now with an even darker shade right here on my e.l.f. palette, the third to last. I'm just gonna pretend that we have really long eyeballs. Sometimes I accidentally make a mess. Honestly, this makeup's kind of creamy for it being a powder. Look at this hair removed. I still accidentally went upwards. I don't know how, if this is a straight brush, but it's not how it typically happens. There we go. my tissue. Lifted without ruining. Very lightly pick up those little dust bubbles. Thank you. And do the same thing on the other eye. Alright, darker shade, which is nearly black. I think it might be a shade of black, but I'm gonna get it really close to I'm gonna take this and blend upwards to smooth out the line. It just goes up. Good job. There's a shininess on my nose because of how runny my nose is, and I feel like the only way to fix it is to add more powder, which is really kind of gross, but I did that. I would add to add some more highlight actually. Let's go with that really bright. let's add that pearly color to my nose. You know what? I might add it this very light shade. It's not white, but it is brighter. It's a lighter hue. Trying to find the right brush here. That's the one that I have already used. I added them to my wrinkles, you guys, and I'm not displeased at all. Use this one back here, side to blend in the shimmer. Where else should I get some? Right where the moisture was. Perfect. So I actually have to go back in with my setting powder because I got some eyeshadow under my eye and that looks weird. Alright, I'm gonna use this because now there's like eyeshadow all over my eyebrows. I don't really do a lot with them. There's nothing on this, it's literally just a brush. I have a lot of eyebrow. This one's a little shorter, so I might actually add some powder to that. This angled eyeliner brush. Oh, apparently it's like really dark right there. Let's just fill that in. I use a powder. So I tried using, my eyebrows are already pretty full, so I don't need to do a lot to them. If I do, then I look like I put black paint on, and that's not cute. At least for me, it's not. Let me just slightly fill in areas. I've watched a lot of YouTube. I guess I'm pretty smart, right? I learn quickly what works, and I'll try it next time. Again, this is my third time doing makeup, so we're trying out here to do what we need to do. Like, did I accidentally? Let me brush this. Maybe I should add a little bit of that because I got powder all up in there. The brightening things that I want to brighten. Like it's, I don't know if you can see this, but there's powder all over this. I do put eyeliner on the bottom. I use a Maybelline Studio. It's like, it looks like gel brow stuff, but it's eyeliner to do the waterline of my eye. I'm gonna replace one of these, and then the brushes was taken by a human. Put it down there because my eyeliner always, my eyelashes down here look not very full. Apparently I need more. And what's gonna happen is later, the waterline stuff is going to remove itself, which I like, and sit directly under my eye waterline. I don't know what to call it, but it gives it a good, cool effect. The black was already there, but we might add a little bit to that. Not a lot, just a little. Like a dot. That carries up all the way up. I don't really do a lot of mascara, but I will. When I do, I use blue to pop out my brown eyebrows. To pop out. Did I like stop talking at one point and got really quiet and muffled? Because I do that. I'm going to be putting on some blue because it pops the brown of my eyes out. And I use it on the base. But then I don't ever actually once I do the first layer, closes, pull it all out. This is CoverGirl. It's a Cleantopia mascara. It's plant-based. I do switch hands because there is a difference between what hands I use to apply it and the direction the mascara goes in and how it affects the way it goes in, or the way that the eyelashes flare or not flare. Wait till that dries a bit. And once it does, I just add it to the tops of my eyelashes to make them flared or like look longer. Like I have pretty long eyelashes to begin with, but I don't add any more on the base because I don't want it to weigh down my eyelashes, because that's how gravity works. I don't really feel like doing not waterproof right now due to the fact that I've been crying a lot because of mental health problems. So I'm gonna make sure that I do a waterproof mascara right now. And I just put it on the tips. It keeps that blue hue on the base, so it'll pop out my brown. But it also will make it look like not too blue. really just on the, don't want to add any more on the middle on the other. I don't want to look like Twiggy. We like her, but that's not the look I'm going for my wedding. I'm gonna clean up the clumps. There you go. There's one clump right there. This is so far where we're going with, girls. And lip liner. My lips are no moisturized. This is a Sephora in Rouge. I actually don't know the color anymore, but it's just like brown shade. I feel like it's supposed to do something. I don't think I'm supposed to shave this, am I? This thing spins. It's not doing anything. I don't understand. Am I supposed to sharpen this? Oh, I keep spinning this bottom thing and it's the whole black thing. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna do my lip liner, and la hispana en mí dice que vamos a hacerlo más oscuro. We're gonna make it darker. Someone said that lip liner helps the lipstick stay on longer. I don't understand that. I have two different sides of my face, so depending on what I want my lips to look like, I choose. I want it to match my right side today, so we're gonna round this out right here. Just a little of it. What if I did this? And darkened it up in there. Let's see what that does. This is a Charlotte Tilbury shade called Passion Kiss. I really like it. Also think it's a really cute lipstick. I wish it was more matte. Maybe I can make it matte with something else. I'm not gonna try. And then a Urban Decay setting spray to finish everything off, right? I forgot to take some of the excess powder off. Whoops. Let me make a fan real quick. It's really good. whatever. What does this look like? Why we always do these faces, I don't know, but I feel glamorous. Let me know what I need to do more in these videos that doesn't involve speeding things up, cutting things out, talking, like, never mind, just let me know what I need.